Yeah, we haven't talked about any topic.
Oh.
So just, it's one of the last chances to talk to you in face here in Germany. So I thought it's a great idea if you bring some cameras, talk a little bit, maybe a little bit about your plans or hypnosis. We've spent already the night saving the world.
Yeah, I'm so glad we got that taken care of.
Yeah, and we found out that you have a superpower. That's secret. And it may have to do with hypnosis.
It may,
Yeah. When we were having lunch, I crossed my mind that you were talking about HypnoTalk, that you'll be going there, and I said, how about HypnoTalks?
Okay.
Has anybody already HypnoTalks?
I don't know if I've seen that. It does not ring a bell. So HypnoTalks, you might have something there.
Yeah. So this would be the first HypnoTalks that's being done.
And if somebody has taken it, we'll just cut that part out.
Yeah, so then it's your last days.
Yeah, I'll be moving back to the United States in a few months.
Yeah.
And after 3.5 years in Germany.
Almost 3.5 years?
Almost four.
We have known each other that long already.
Yes. I guess we got together as soon as I got here.
Yeah, well, no. Yeah, I wrote to you when I learned that you were coming, suggesting to have a beer. You said, that's always a good idea.
Always a good idea.
And you scheduled the first meetup also. It was on the Carnival Day. I think in Mainz or Wiesbaden.
Yeah.
And on that day I couldn't come, so I made sure that I somehow came very close after. So it was in the first part of the year when you arrived.
Yeah, spring of, what would it be, 2012?
2012.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the first meetup. I think we had it in Wiesbaden at a Croatian restaurant. And there were only 4 of us at that meetup.
Yeah.
Later meetups had much better attendance.
Yeah, and we are also in the room where most of the meetups took place.
Yeah, I think we probably had 20 or 25 meetups in this room, and most of them were filmed. So we have that footage that we can use to teach. But yeah, it's been nice. I've loved this office, and I'm going to miss it. But we're going to be moving back to the United States very soon, probably to Georgia.
Yeah.
And that's where I'll set up my school again. So the Atlantic Hypnosis Institute will be open for business again.
Okay.
Teaching certification courses.
Yeah.
Probably...
starting probably 2017?
Yeah, probably early 2017.
You'll have your first class in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully I won't be lynched by... It's funny. They say that the Bible Belt of the United States is often not terribly friendly to hypnosis. Yeah. However, I think that the city we're going to move to might be a good one for it, at least for sports hypnosis, since we're going to move to Augusta, where the U.S. Open is held. So, yeah, fairly cosmopolitan. Yeah.
Are there already some colleagues, some hypnotists that you know of?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't know.
Okay.
There may be. It's funny. It's remiss of me. I should have already checked that out and connected with them. I know hypnotists in Atlanta, but that's 2 hours away.
That seems. By car, you mean?
By car.
You don't have a train there, have you?
I don't know if there's rail service linking Augusta and Atlanta.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if there was.
Are you going to miss the trains in Germany?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've ridden a lot of trains in Germany, and it's my preferred way to travel. Even though I do like driving on the Autobahn,
Yeah.
but I prefer the trains. You know. Very relaxing.
So anybody who wants to take classes with you should start booking flights to Georgia.
Yeah, that's right. And if they just look in the newsletter, they'll see when the courses are announced.
Yeah. You said it's going to be a certification course.
Yeah, I'll probably be holding an NGH certification course in early 2017 in Augusta, Georgia. But before that, I may hold one in Brazil.
So anybody who wants to go to a nice place should ask you when the course in Brazil takes place?
Yeah, Brazil is very nice. It's a fun place.
Which place is it in Brazil? Brazil is a little bit larger.
Oh, yeah, a little large, yeah. Sao Paulo is where it was.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful town and very friendly people.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really had a nice time there. So.
Did you teach in Portuguese?
And I had a Portuguese translator.
Yeah.
So I was taught in English. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did some of the Portuguese people, or Brazilians, I mean, they spoke English too, I guess?
A lot of them did speak English, yeah. But many of them didn't. Mm-hmm. So we had the translator, and that worked out really nice. So.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Food was good too.
When will the course in Brazil be?
I'm not sure. It may be in the Northern Hemisphere autumn. So it may be in October or November.
So anybody who's looking for a nice place when the weather's getting cold here should ask you for the dates in Brazil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I did not realize until last year when I taught there and I had to go to the Brazilian embassy or the Brazilian consulate in Frankfurt. I did not realize the connection between Brazil and Germany. There are a lot of Brazilians in Germany and likewise Germans in Brazil.
Are there?
Yes. They were surprised I was the first American that they had granted a visa to in Frankfurt. But there were lots of Germans. It was amazing. A lot of families, one parent Brazilian, one parent German.
Mm-hmm. That's a news to me too. Yeah, I didn't know that there are so many Brazilians here. That sounds very good. Any other plans that you are reopening your institute in Georgia? Then your plans in the middle or long-term future? Have you thought about that? Coming back to Germany, maybe?
Maybe. I may come back to Germany because I like it here so much.
Yeah.
Probably be publishing the book on street hypnosis in a couple of months. And then I'll be publishing a video certification course in a couple of months. And just lots more teaching. I'm going to be very busy from September until the end of November. Very busy, doing a lot of travel. And but I'm really excited about the new school. And my plan, one of the things that I've not liked about classes is that when you get more than about a dozen or 15 people in a class, the people sitting in the back can't really see what's happening up front.
Okay.
So...
Are you planning like a theater?
Yeah, like a theater, where the desks in the back will be elevated.
I know that from university.
Yes, that's so neat.
Yeah.
And then everyone can get a good view of what's going on down there with the instructor. So that's the plan. it's going to take a little work. I may have to hire an architect to do it. All I need is a classroom with a very tall ceiling, and then I can do it. And so that's the plan. I want to have the best visibility in my classroom.
You've already found your building where you're going to do that?
No, actually, Wednesday we're flying to Georgia to check out some buildings and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'll make my decision then, but there seems to be a fair amount of commercial real estate there, so I think I should be able to find something good, something that will handle classes of 20 to 30 people.
Okay. And you are now the NGH certification classes are the ones that will run from next year on.
Yes.
Are you planning? You are still very, very busy with street hypnosis, with rapid inductions, with this kind of hypnosis. Are you also concentrating your teachings in Georgia and Augusta, or is it still that you're traveling a lot?
I think I will travel less, and I'll hold more of the classes in Georgia. And then also I want the school, the Atlantic Hypnosis Institute in Georgia, to be a center of excellence as far as hypnosis instruction. Okay. I want to be able to bring in experts from all around the world to come and teach there. So that is the plan.
Okay, that almost sounds for me like this could for you be a means to offer certified instructors for your school.
That's a possibility. Yeah. I already have a couple certified instructors that are teaching for me. But then the other thing is I want to get back into doing more therapy. Mm-hmm. And that will give me the opportunity to do more therapy. So I'll have the school there, but then I'll have the office, and I'll probably train the hypnotists that work in the office. Yeah. So I won't have to do everything myself.
So that you're building up a real hypnosis business center, we went to a clinic recently, and like a clinic, hypno clinic. Yeah,
something like that. And I'm sure you feel the same way. You're much sharper if you're continuing to see clients. Yeah. I don't see many clients now. I just see the occasional client here and there, maybe one a month or something like that. Yeah. But I've always felt like my techniques and my timing and everything was sharper when I was seeing a steady line of clients. So I never want to get out of the habit of seeing clients. Now I don't want to see 7 or 8 clients a day. Those days are over.
So maximum of
maybe probably 3 a day.
Yeah.
But that will be easy to handle.
Yeah, you probably have a similar saying in English and German. Alle guten Dinge sind 3. All good things are 3. So 3 clients per day makes you smile. Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm. What you say that what I often hear in my classes that I give, that I always bring in examples from everyday working with clients, and usually I point to where it's more difficult to progress with the client, so what problems can come up, and I often receive as a feedback that I thought I was the only one. That if you don't see clients, you lose the touch to reality, and you tend to be in an ideal world that doesn't exist out there, and it doesn't exist with clients. And if you can get the experience that you have from your day-to-day clients into your courses, into your seminars, workshops, and point to where difficulties are and how to overcome them or work around them. Is that also one of your intentions?
Yes. And I think it's always good to have your stories be fresh. You could tell them about a client that you saw many years ago as an example, and that works, but it's sort of, it doesn't ring true when you talk about how, well, this one client came to me and she was very upset because her daughter had just broken the 8-track player, and the week before she had broken the VCR machine. You know, it just doesn't. So, no, if you're seeing clients on a regular basis, your stories can be fresh, and you can say, well, just 2 weeks ago, I had this thing happen, and this is how I dealt with it. And I think that's better. You're sharper, and your stories are more current.
Yeah. What I realize is that there are certain sessions where something happens that really sticks with my mind over a longer time. But if it's longer than a year, it tends to fade away. And so usually examples are from the last couple or half a year, so several months. So there I have some stories to tell, and then I always bring them into the courses.
No, I think that's good. So that's another reason why instructors should continue to see clients.
Yeah. I just remember that you also have a mentoring program. Are you going to continue that when you're in Augusta?
Yeah, that's been pretty popular. And
could you tell a little bit about this mentoring?
Sure. If you twist my arm, yeah. Yeah, it's basically we build a 2-day program around what the hypnotist wants to learn. Do they want to learn instant and rapid inductions? Do they want to learn hypnosis for pain management? Do they want to learn body language? Do they want to learn regression, hypnotherapy? And then we set up a plan, and I bring in practice partners, and the student comes and spends 2 days with me, and we work from early morning till sometimes late at night, and get them all the knowledge that they want, and they learn exactly what they want to learn. It's not the same. You know, sometimes you're in a class and other people are interested in something, but that really doesn't concern you. You're more interested in something else. Well, you don't have to wait. I mean, they have one-on-one with me for 2 full days, and then I just work them. I work them really hard. They're usually pretty wrung out at the end of 2 days, but they've gotten to learn everything that's on their list, plus a lot of other stuff. So yeah, the mentorship, it's kind of expensive, but it's they seem to like it.
Every consultant has their day rates.
Yeah.
So I guess it's only fair if you have a one-on-one tuition that it costs a little bit of money.
Yeah, I mean, and it does take me out of commission for 2 full days.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2.5 full days. So yeah, but that one's $5,000 US dollars. But yeah, so I'll probably continue that when I get to Augusta.
And I could also mention when you have your training center that with additional staff who are doing maybe classes and also work with clients, that you can even concentrate more on your mentoring plans.
Yeah, it could be. There are going to be a lot of new opportunities there in Augusta.
Yeah. How's the weather there?
It's quite warm. It's going to be a little different from Germany.
Yeah.
And in the summer, it is very warm and humid. During the winter, it's very mild.
Yeah.
And but the summer lasts from about March until November. It gets pretty warm there. But I like warm weather. It's okay.
In your last days in Germany, are you planning some last meetups?
I do want to do a couple more meetups, if for no other reason than just to get with the people that have been coming to the meetups for the last 3.5 years, just to see them one more time before I leave.
So like a farewell meetup.
Yeah, at least one or two, and I'll put those out as soon as I get them scheduled. But when people found out that I was leaving Europe, then all the requests came in for doing classes, and so now I'm pretty solidly booked from now until November. And I may
that's when you leave.
Yeah, and I may leave in October because I have Seattle and Chicago and Toronto, and I may need to run back to Portugal. So October is pretty well booked, so I may leave here at the beginning of October, and that may be it.
So anybody who wants to see you in Germany needs to come to one of your meetups.
Yes, which I promise I will schedule, but I just haven't yet.
Okay, when you find time.
Because September is crazy too.
Yeah?
Yeah, and August is crazy.
Oh, is there any time when it's not crazy?
Maybe the next hour or so. I think that July might be okay, so I should probably schedule something for July. I have to look at my calendar. Just a quick look here. Yeah, July. I only have a couple of things going on in July, but then in August it starts getting crazy. Beginning of August is not too bad.
So, if you want to see him, reserve July. Become a member of Meetup.
Yes.
His Meetup group, and then come over. Be sure that you be one of the first to register, because this room is small.
Yeah, we fit. I think the most we ever fit in here was about 23 or 25 people.
Oh, could you still breathe?
No. I was teaching over here, and the chairs were about this far in front of me. And we had a couple sitting in the other room looking over the camera.
Yeah.
And it was and we had a couple empty steps here. And that was nuts.
Okay. I've heard that Sean is now limiting the participants, and so first come, first serve.
Yes. Yeah, we normally limit it to about 18 to 20. That's comfortable in this room. But then when we do practice inductions, and we have breakout areas back in my office and then back in the guest room, and still it gets kind of hectic in here. But it's fun. I've really enjoyed doing the meetups here. They were fun. I got to meet a lot of nice people.
It's a wonderful place. It's quiet. The building is beautiful. The room here is ideal almost. Yeah. The only thing that I found not so good was that is when you come by public transport and you walk up the mountain with all your luggage. But apart from that, as soon as you arrive here, it's almost like paradise.
Yeah, we've been very happy here, and I don't know if we're going to be able to find a place this nice when we get back to the United States.
You could try to take the building with you. I've heard Japanese people do that.
Really?
Yeah,
they ship it brick by brick.
Yeah. And have you any last plans apart from the meetup and some other things that you mentioned, like the courses in Toronto, and anything that you are planning to do in Germany before you leave?
I think just try and catch up with friends before like this, before we have to leave, because it may be a while before we get to come back. So just mostly catching up with friends, and
well, there's still the opportunity to give a course in Cologne.
We will talk.
And the next HypnoTalk.
Yes, HypnoTalk.
Yeah. So mostly catching up with friends.
Yep, that's it.
And enjoy the time, the weather. Yeah, you told me about the fantastic archaeological things you can find around Heidelberg. Yeah.
Yeah, there's it's just a beautiful city. I think we were very fortunate to live here. So many things were within walking distance. That's not going to be the case when we get back to the United States. There you drive everywhere. Yeah. Not much walking going on.
So how will you stay fit?
We have our exercise equipment, and so we'll use that in the summer when it's too hot to go out and play. Who knows? Maybe I can get on a softball team again. I love playing softball.
So if anybody of you lives in Georgia, close to Augusta, and you like softball,
yeah, you need a good second baseman.
Yeah, you still have some of your DVDs that you would like to sell. I understand. You don't want to take them?
Yeah, that's true. I do still have a few of the Instant and Rapid Inductions DVDs that are still available. But I'm going digital. I was a dinosaur. Yeah. Everybody else went digital, and I didn't. I kept with the physical products.
Yeah.
The thing I liked about the physical products was that when somebody ordered it, I could write a little note to them on the inside, and I liked being able to do that. And of course, you can't do that with a digital product.
Well, there are still some other dinosaurs out there.
Oh, really? Okay.
For example, I prefer having a DVD, something in my hand that I actually have. And just in case the computer doesn't work and I can't access that anymore, then.
Right.
And so that would be a brilliant chance for anybody who hasn't yet all of your DVDs like me. Well, I have them all. So this is more or less the last chance to buy them and have a European postage.
Yeah.
You don't have an international overseas postage.
Yeah.
You can, so they are a lot cheaper.
They're cheaper, and like I say, I can autograph them now. And but I have been giving some of these away as bonuses with classes. So there aren't too many of those around. So,
but there's still some there. They
some
can be bought.
Yeah. Yeah. Just go on the website worldsfastesthypnotist.com and you can find them there. Yeah.
Yeah. So enjoy your last days, I guess. And
that doesn't sound good. Enjoy your last days.
In Germany.
These are my last. Oh, in Germany. Okay.
and we make sure that we meet before you leave.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You wanted to show me some places around here before you leave.
Yes. Some places that the tourists never get to see.
Yeah. When there's sun outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean, it was a great pleasure.
Thank you
to have the first HypnoTalks, and then we stay in touch.
Yes, definitely. All right.
Wonderful.
Thanks.